Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. Now we'll take you out to O.co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
Bolden's going to be deep here for the opening kick. Sebastian Janikowski has it teed up for the opening kickoff. Anderson's got a chance for a return. Burnett's there to take him down. One of the biggest legends the game will ever know. Quarterback, Peyton Manning.
We all know Peyton Manning, 6'6". He can play tall and he can make the throws. But what gets lost is the fact that he can shuffle those feet around and get himself some extra time.
First down at the 30. Quick screen to Sanders.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Throw to the left. The Broncos now move the chains.
Rhythm, you hear it so often in sports, and it is true, especially on the offensive side. That's another first down by the offense. They got some rhythm, and these kind of drives usually lead to scores.
Throws to the right. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Balls handed the football, and that picks up 3. Let's take a look at the defensive starters. Welker's lined up in the slot. 3rd and 7. Looks to his left. Easy catch there. No one near him.
Well, this is good confidence for the offense, isn't it? To move down the field early in the game and get inside the 20. Let's see if they have a play up their sleeve that can get them in the end zone.
First down here after the completion. Latimer's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Connects with Thomas. They bring him to the turf.
The Broncos offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good game.
Ball's got it on the handoff. Scores the touchdown.
Touchdown Broncos.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game, the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
Makes the PAT. The Raiders defense buckled on that first drive, and now let's see if their offense can respond. The score's 7-0. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
Here's the starting offense with a receiving core that can be so dangerous in a game like this. 2nd and 10. Incomplete, looking underneath that time. As we get a look at this defense, DeMarcus Ware, a player opposing offenses hate to have to face.
Oh, my gosh. And where is he going to line up? We've seen him line up outside. He lines up as an inside linebacker. You know, he drops back in pass coverage. But when he rushes the quarterback, one of the best in the league. Jim, when you have a quarterback that is accurate as this guy is, when he sees man-to-man coverage, he is going to get the completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The Raiders come out. 2 tight ends on the field. The catch is made. Breaks the tackle.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field. Nobody open, so he throws the drag route. Coming across the field, and it's a nice catch. Just short of the first down.
Second down, 3 to go. Picks up the first down.
Now this quarterback's pretty smart, I'll tell you that. And, you know, he knows, he sees the blitzes. That time he changed to pass protection, and he gets the extra time. That's a great job by the QB.
The Raiders bring in an extra tight end for this play. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down and 12. Right back to him once more. Breaks out of that one. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
McFadden's tackled down at the 31.
McFadden's, that time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Darren McFadden lined up in the backfield. Throwing now to his left. Knocked away, incomplete.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them, here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
The Raiders step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Von Miller ends the play.
Nice job by the quarterback, finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
The long drive continues. 3rd and 7. The Raiders get a first down.
Hey, nice route by the wide receiver that time. Good throw by the quarterback. It reminds me of the days with the Miami Dolphins. Paul Warfield running those corner routes, and Bob Greasy putting it right on target.
Mounting a serious drive. First down at the 18. Goes to the left. Williams is there to make the stop.
The Raiders, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line. Some good play calls so far in this drive by the offensive coordinator. His team is down, but they are marching down the field.
Marching down the field and taking their time. Right back to him one more time.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First down here after the run. This has been a long drive so far. Once again, they'll run it. James it across the goal line for the touchdown.
I would bet first and goal that the offense about 90% of the time is going to run the football. And what do they do here? They run it and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
The Raiders with a PAT to tie the contest. It's good. Got a tie game now. Getting set to kick it off. The score's 7-7. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Bolden got it. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. They face first down. got two tight ends on the field for this snap. Looking to the right side and throwing.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
2nd down and 7. Out to the left. Catch made. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
This quarterback is one of the best game managers in the league. He never forces the issue. That time, nobody open deep down the field. He gets the short completion, and now he has a 3rd and manageable situation to deal with.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 35. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Well, he's looking for a place to run, but there is nowhere to go. The offensive line just gets dominated. Good job by the defensive line that time.
Coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. First down on the way. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's taken down at the 23.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
2nd down and 7. The give, and that'll be a gain of about 2.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running them.
One more snap, and another quarter is in the books. 3rd and 5. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. The first quarter comes to an end, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lines up here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Taken down a yard short of the first.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
The Raiders take it from the 43. They call his number once more, and that gains a few.
Nice job that time. The run play gets the first down. You move those chains. Hey, it's kind of fun to watch a team tough enough and patient enough to run the football to get these first downs instead of throwing it all the time.
Back to him, taking it up the middle, and now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. A very close game to this point, but if you look at the rushing numbers in a tie game, you love seeing a running back that is having it his way.
They have run the football so well, you have to just sit back and say sooner or later they're going to fake that run and throw the football down the field and get a big play, because I think it's there.
Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out. I thought that was going to be a completion that time, but the hit knocked the ball out.
Well, let me say this about your thought. You were wrong. Once again, Jim Nantz. And the timing was wonderful. That's what it is. That's what it takes, just like you and your job. It's all about timing. Good timing by the defender that time. Well, Jim, you know, you got to give the defense credit here. There's a pass completion on 3rd and short, but they are so fast and they tackle so well, they bring him down before he can pick up the first down.
Double tight end formation. The give out of the eye. They'll turn it over on downs.
Good job by the defense that time. 4th down, they were ready for everything. Very aggressive, fast. They make the play, and this could change the game around.
Offense lines up here. Manning from the gun. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
2nd down and 10. Manning with the give. Tackles made.
Jim, sooner or later you get in these situations, you got to throw the football. As we have seen today, they keep trying to run it, but there's not much there to go.
Balls in the backfield. Single back set. 3rd down and 7. It's over to Welker. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They're going to run it right. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Ball lines up in the backfield, and he's thrown to the ground.
Well, good job that time by the defense. They catch the offense off guard, and they send more guys than the offensive line can block. When you're outnumbered, it's up to the quarterback to get rid of the football. He does it, and he takes the sack.
Caldwell's a receiver in the slot. 3rd and forever. Getting sacked again.
Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that blitz. Catches the offense by surprise, and they just outnumber them, and they get to the quarterback, and they take him down.
The Raiders come to the line to start this drive at the 24. 1st down at the 24. Fullback takes the handoff. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The Raiders will come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
Takes it on the counter. And he's tackled down after picking up the 1st.
The Raiders' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
New set of downs now after picking up the 1st on the ground. Toss to the outside. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. The Raiders will approach this play from out of the pistol. Another carry here. He's taken down at the 42.
When you have a defense that's not playing good techniques, they're selling out, overplaying plays while you run the counter runs to counteract what they're doing on the defensive side.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Ball's thrown incomplete. Great coverage there by the defense.
This defense can pressure the quarterback. There's no doubt about it. They did this time, and it results in another incompletion.
Into the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st down as they head to the line. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Here's Sanders. Gains 15. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He has come out here with tons of energy, and every play is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
1st down at the 35. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway. stacked up at that point.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
Really good field position here to start this drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Hand off for about 4.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
The Raiders take it from the 28. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Well, when you have good team speed on the defensive side, you can make plays just like this. You can get in the backfield and tackle the running back for a loss.
3rd and 8. He's going to get another carry. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Nice job that time by the ball carrier, getting it just past the first down mark. Big first down, keep the chains moving.
First down here after the run. And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Coming up in 2 minutes, it's the EA Sports Halftime Show, sponsored by Verizon.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 21. Play fake. He's looking to the right here on this throw. And picks up the first down.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually it's wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
So first and goal to go. Still powering ahead. The defense gets a sack.
Well, I don't know who to blame here or give credit to. Blame the quarterback for not changing the protection, or just give a lot of credit. Well, that's where I'm going. What a job by the defense. They catch the offense off guard, and they get to the QB with the blitz and take him down.
Has his man. He's brought to a halt.
Hard to throw the football down the field once you get into the red zone. That time the quarterback, well, he knows that. And he looks down there, nobody open deep, throws it short, and they get a nice solid pickup on that play call.
3rd and goal at the 3. And he's forced to the ground. The Broncos call a timeout. Their first. Should be an easy one here. The kick is good.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way, even though it's early in this game, and you make the other team come after you.
He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. First down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. This will be 2nd down. Welker's in the slot. Manning comes out in the pistol. Looks like a false start on the offense.
False start, offense.
2nd down after the incompletion. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Wide receivers are bunched up. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Throws to the right. And intercepted. Touchdown.
Gotta love a defense. It's not afraid to take chances. And this defense will get after him. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. Extra point was good. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. Bolden's got a chance to return this one. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Broncos get ready to start their drive. Manning set in the pistol. First down at the 18. Catch made. Rock for a loss on that play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
That does it for the first half. Broncos trailing this one. Matt Prater is ready to run up and kick this football. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Raiders offense now marches onto the field. An extra tight end on the field for this one. They'll run it here. They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 4. Handoff made. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Raiders come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. And Wolf in on the tackle.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
It's a two tight end formation. The Raiders have it at the 34 and a gain of 4.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders take it from the 38. Darren McFadden will run with it. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
McFadden's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Let's go.
First down and 10. They feed it to him one more time. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Running backs, they love counter runs. They know when a defense has been over pursuing, so they make that fake one way, and when they cut it back, there's usually a great running lane there.
Dropping back 3. Makes the reception. Ward's there to make the tackle.